Good morning. Northwest time is 6:52. It is time for your morning sprint to get you ready for your Monday morning.
And Mark Peterson is tracking warmer temperatures and wet weather that's expected to continue.
But first, to Caroline Flynn live at near a North Spokane home where a woman was killed in a stabbing overnight.
Yes, that's correct. Spokane police have not made any arrests yet. They haven't provided much information as to a suspect description, but we're hoping to get a little bit more information as the morning goes on. It happened at this house right behind me at about 11:30 last night. Spokane police arrived within 2 minutes of a call of a stabbing. They had provided aid at the scene and transferred the woman to the hospital where unfortunately she passed away from her injuries. Again, the suspect is still at large. They do not believe that they said this was not a random attack, so they have not provided any information yet. But again, we're hoping to get more on this as the day progresses.
The Spokane Valley woman is still missing this morning. 24-year-old Locke Wynn has not been seen or heard from since she told her family she'd be home late from work on Monday, December 3rd. Missing person posters have been put up around Marabou Trailhead, where investigators found Wynn's car abandoned. They're asking you to come forward if you know anything about her disappearance. Call Crime Check at 456-2233 if you can help.
The search also continues for a Colorado mother missing since Thanksgiving. The team of 75 people combed through Kelsey Barrett's fiance's ranch and home this weekend. A backhoe and canines were brought in to help. Patrick Frazee and Barrett have a one-year-old daughter together. He has been caring for the child since Kelsey's disappearance. Investigators have not named Frazee or anyone else as a suspect. They're now offering a $25,000 reward for information that leads them to Kelsey's location.
Several systems sit off the coast, and they're in the Pacific coming our way, so that brings about this. A winter storm watch for the higher elevations, starting at above 4,000 feet and lowering by the weekend, but that's going to last for the next couple of days. And again, a winter weather advisory over Snoqualmie Pass over the next couple of days. As this system that's sitting off the coast continues to make its way in, we have this system exiting. As it does, we see some radiational cooling in those northern areas. There's some ice, so please use caution on your drive. We'll have more coming up.
And several school districts to the north of Spokane will have a 2-hour delay start today. The Colville, Loon Lake, Mary Walker, and Valley school districts all running on that 2-hour delay because of icy roads.
Well, Moses Lake's beloved Chicos Pizza will be back in business today. A devastating fire destroyed the building back in January. The owners have been working hard to rebuild ever since. Now the wait is just about over. The Moses Lake icon posted this on Facebook saying it will reopen its doors this afternoon at 4 o'clock. Chicos calls it a dream come true.
For the 10th week in a row, gas prices have fallen. The average price for a gallon of gas in Spokane is down almost 10 cents to $2.83. That's above the national average of $2.36, but about 25 cents less than Washington State's average. Idaho's average price is at $2.77 a gallon.
President Trump's soon-to-be acting chief of staff once called Trump, quote, a terrible human being. Mick Mulvaney made that comment in 2016. He also told a South Carolina newspaper, quote, we have perhaps two of the most flawed human beings running for president in the history of the country. A spokeswoman from Mulvaney's office said he made the comments before meeting the president, and since then, his support of President Trump has never wavered.
More than 4 million Americans selected health care plans for 2019 through the Affordable Care Act, but now their future health coverage is less certain after a federal judge in Texas ruled Obamacare should be invalidated completely. The ruling determined the individual coverage mandate is unconstitutional. President Trump is praising the decision while Democrats vow to appeal it all the way to the Supreme Court. The law will remain in effect as that appeal process continues.
Officials in Idaho are warning of a recent increase in imposter scams. Idaho's Consumer Protection Division said these kinds of scams are vary, but always include the scammer pretending to be someone else in order to steal money. Some examples include a caller posing as someone's grandchild to get money or pretending to be the IRS saying you owe back taxes. Specialists say you should always be skeptical of unknown numbers.
All right, coming up next on Good Morning America, health care for millions of people now in jeopardy after a judge struck down the Affordable Care Act, which we were just talking about. So what's next?
And former guests at the luxury resort chain Sandals bribed to stay silent. Several women now say they were assaulted while on vacation in the Caribbean.
Outdoorsy it is. Wet roadways, again, freezing to the north, but here things are rather mild and a high of 43 degrees, and average highs about 32, so well above average all the way through Thursday. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, it cools to just above average with above average rain expected.
Like you said, hit and miss kind of throughout the week.
Mark, thank you very much, and thank you for joining us. GMA starts now. See you in 25 minutes.